I made this delicious shortbread cookies that melts in your mouth. Watch till the end. Let me show you how to prepare it. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. Then all we need is a margarine. You can alternate with butter, flour, icing sugar, corn flour for extra crispiness, vanilla, baking powder, a pinch of salt, and milk, optional. Vanilla is optional, milk is optional. The key ingredients for this recipe are the margarine, your flour, and your sugar. So first things first, we'll cream the margarine till it's lighter in color and in texture. Then we'll go in with icing sugar or granulated sugar. If you're using the regular sugar, you can blend it to powder form, then use. Continue mixing the butter or the margarine and the sugar. If you have a an electric mixer, that will serve better because this took at least 20 minutes or so to cream properly. In there, it's the vanilla. Take a tablespoon of vanilla and a dash of coconut flavor. That is entirely optional. So mix that properly. Remember, you don't add water to this recipe. No water. The measurements will be on the description box. So now it's time to add in our flour. You add in your flour bit by bit. In total, I used 4 cups, but I didn't add them at once. You have to add it bit by bit so that you get your desired dough. Going with the milk, powdered milk, remember, not liquid milk, the pinch of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder. Or mix that with a spatula and continue adding our flour. You add your flour, you mix, you add or if it's not okay, you add again till you get a perfect dough. A dough should not be thick and it should not be watery. When mixing, please do not over knead the dough. If you over knead it, it's going to form gluten and that's not what we want. So at the point I had to wash my hand thoroughly and go in with my hand to mix it properly so that every ingredient is properly combined together. I am not kneading, I am mixing. They are two different things. Now, a perfect dough should be crumbling. It should be able to break apart easily. You see, this is where the first mistake comes when preparing shortbread, the dough. When you get your dough perfectly, every other thing is going to fall in place. So can you see how the dough is? You can cut it easily and it's not gummy. So we'll wrap that on a plastic film and put in the fridge for 20 to 30 minutes. After that, we'll continue working on it. 30 minutes later, our dough is ready for cutting. Now, this is very tricky. If you try to roll out this dough, it's going to break apart like this. Don't panic. Your dough is in perfect condition. What you do is get a baking paper, put the dough on it. You can mold it into your desired shape with your hand, or you can just cover the baking sheet and then use the rolling pin to roll out. That way it's not going to break apart again. I'm going to be showing you 3 methods of baking this shortbread cookies. Though one of the methods did not come on perfectly, but I still showed it. Remember not to roll out the dough to be thin. No, we need a little bit of thickness to get that perfect shape that we want. It shouldn't be so flat. So now we are cutting. Please be careful with it. This dough is easy to break apart. It breaks apart easily. So if you're cutting, you're handling it, you have to be very, very careful with it so that it doesn't scatter. It gets firm after baking, but for now, it's still very, very crumbly. So careful with the cutting, cut into desired shapes. I used the conventional shortbread shape, so I'll roll out horizontally, then go in vertically, and then poke in with the fork to give that shortbread shape that we all know. The first baking method is with an oven, and the second one is air fryer. Are you seeing how I'm picking this shortbread? This is how you're gonna pick it gently so it doesn't scatter. The third baking method is using a pot or a frying pan, or grease with the margarine or oil or butter. Then place the cookies on top on a very low heat. It's supposed to cook, then you flip to the other side to cook completely. But along the line, it got burnt. I think probably because I wasn't checking on it, or the heat was high. I don't know what happened, but just few minutes into the cooking time, it started burning. The part started burning. So I cancelled this method entirely. The air fryer did a perfect job, and it was fast too. So at this point, I have to flip over for the other part to cook completely before bringing it out. It was so fast. I think it was less than 10 minutes or so. It was very fast. I recommend, if you have a bigger size air fryer that would contain more cookies at once, I think air fryer is the best method. So this is how the pot oven came out. I scraped out the burnt part and tossed it back into the air fryer, so I didn't waste any of my cookies. No, the air fried one is ready, and it was perfect. Please pardon the camera setting, it was a mistake. So the one baked in the oven came out perfectly too. And mind you, I used a pot improvised oven. So our cookie is ready, and it tastes so good. It tastes so good. Like, you should give it a try. Really, it's so nice. Thank you for watching, and if you've watched up to this point and you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like, and give me a thumbs up, and see you in my next one. Bye bye.